Environmental economist Dr. Tutu is impressing on government to have critical analysis of the numerous negative environmental and economic implications on the country should it allow for bauxite to be mined in Etua Forest, which is one of Ghana's 2 remaining upland forests. He has been speaking with some journalists at an event organized by Friends of the Earth.
It's important to see whether the resources, the economic activities from which those resources, that you are getting those resources, are sustainable. Because if you don't do that, then the next 15 years you find that you shot yourself in the foot. That is why. See, that is why, as they are called, it's important to do strategic environmental assessment. If you factor the environmental health and other things, it nets out. It's almost zero when you balance out. Sometimes they call it galamsey, small scale. I call it destructive mining. The government is stopping destructive mining. So even if you are large scale and it's destructive, it must be stopped. And we won't wait for the next 10, 15 years before another government, when we destroy Atiwa, before another government comes and says, let us stop this. This is the time.
And the Executive Director of Friends of the Earth, Dr. Theo Anderson, says leaders of the China Development Bank be aided by their environmental policies to rescind their decision to mine bauxite in the country's reserved forests.
We expect the China Development Bank to play by their own principles. We are not giving them these principles. They establish these principles in order to sell their public image. And so when people get to know that they are not abiding by their own principles, then it gives an impression that it's not a very serious institution that should be dealt with. So we think that when they wake up, they may engage the government again to say, this is the information that has come to us. For all you know, they don't have that information. And they may say, this is what has come to us, and by our own environmental principles and regulations, we cannot fund such a project. Government, as I said, receives about $35 million a year on the average from international donor community to protect and sustainably manage forest. And if we get this money from other taxpayers, and then on top of this, we go back to destroy the forest, then this is an affront to those whose taxes is being given to us to protect the forest. So we will go back to the international donor community and tell them that we don't need that money anymore because we are destroying our forest and there's no point to you giving us money to protect any forest. This will be our step.